Oh, we had a little technical difficulty there. We lost the internet feed, but we are now back up and running. For those of you that had just lost my feed, we're going to come back on here. We're back up here live right now in sunny South Florida as things are going to be taking place. We lost the feed, but now we are back up and running. No question about it, as things are taking place here. People are out here taking pictures. They're showing you the last of what's going to be happening here. Sherry Yarbrough, Susan Day, we had a technical difficulty. We actually lost internet service there for just a moment. We were in a dead spot. Once you're here near the ocean, especially with the high winds, the service starts to deteriorate. All right, Michael Wayne Landsman. Michael, I hope you and BB are safe. Matter of fact, we're going to pan them back around here. No question about it. Susan Day, we're going to be showing you the last time. This is it. I've been saying it for the last day. Yesterday, I thought was it. But they're shutting the island down at 3 o'clock today. It will be over. So let's take one last ride down Worth Avenue. You can see the street is empty. Nobody is here. This is it. This is how you're going to see it from here until Hurricane Irma leaves. The whole town, first time, this is what it's all about. The Worth Avenue, the shopping district, the Rodeo Drive, as you will, of Beverly Hills, is what it is right now. Everything is shuttered up. Everything is closed. You only a few cars sitting out here. This is what it is. Saks Fifth Avenue, shuttered down. Worth Avenue, this is it. All right, you got every building's closed up here. Look, we got a gentleman out here taking a picture. This is if anybody could snapshot that and save it and send it to me, there it is right there. Take that picture. You can get an exact picture of what the town looks like right now. Me and this gentleman right here in the Fiat are the only ones running around here in town today. Every other store is all boarded up. And as you can see, we took this yesterday, but today there is no sun. We're starting to get the winds blowing down here. And as that wind blows down Worth Avenue, all these trees are going to be susceptible to being destroyed. There's no question about it. There it is. Chanel over there. They're locked up. We got Ralph Lauren. They are boarded up here as well. Moss Hoffman, they are covered up. No question about it. You can see the preparedness. You can see South Florida and the Floridians. We know hurricanes better than anybody. We know how to prepare. You don't see people out here running around wild. You don't see anybody looting. Those days don't happen here. We are civilized, organized, and under the care of Governor Scott. There's no question about it. You can see all the hurricane shutters. Here it is. Look at his house. It now is it's just probably being flooded out right now. This is the Lake Worth Lagoon at the end of Worth Avenue. You can see that house is now at the footers of being underwater. There's no question about it. We're back here on Worth Avenue. The end there's one car sitting there in the driveway. These cars have all been packed away. These are susceptible to flooding since they live right on Lake Worth, the Intracoastal. There you go. You got By Grace. You got one yacht left called By Grace, and that's about it as far as that is. The streets are totally empty. This is my last trip. I'm actually going to wrap it up, and I'm going to get off the island here. The police are nervous enough. They want to make sure that there's no problems. There's nobody out robbing anybody, trying to rob or break into any kind of properties here in the town of Palm Beach. It is locked down right now. 3 o'clock, it will be over. So this was today. I didn't think we were going to get back over here today. They actually postponed it till 3 o'clock. And come there, that's when the bands of rain of Hurricane Irma are going to be making their landfall. So as you can see, there's no question about it. Your island is empty right here. When they talk about mandatory evacuations, this is what they're talking about. Jackie, Mr. Sunshine's broadcasting live right here in sunny South Florida. I know as we don't have the bands coming till about 4 o'clock is when we will start feeling it here. We're still at only 10:30. All right, we got a little more time, and so I'm broadcasting. Once the rain starts to come, we will be filming from inside. I'm not going to be, there's impossible to be riding around. They're going to have a curfew that you won't be able to get out on the streets. All right, they want everybody locked down to stay home safe. Not only for the safety of yourself, but in case they have to send a cruise out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pan over here. The Palm Beach are actually going to have the police department. They're going to have about 20 officers staying here on the island, along with some of the emergency disaster teams. As a matter of fact, you can see them right now. We got police station here. Here's the fire station. They are ready to go. Take a look. There you go. The Palm Beach Fire Rescue is ready for any kind of problems. The disaster response unit is here. The trailer is here to be able to handle anything that may be coming. The rest of the downtown is all boarded up. You can see Cafe Europe is locked down. You got there are 2 people walking around. There, all the storefronts are now shut down. Everything is in order. Everything has been done according to plan. There's no deviation of that. This is what it's all about. I'm actually going to hang a left. We're not going to continue our trek. We're going to, come on, you can go. There you go. You can see this is Bankers Row, Royal Palm Way right now. We're actually going to make our turn. We're going to head back east and then head back down South Ocean Boulevard, back down to the Lake Worth area. As you can see, it's starting to get cloudy. The wind is just starting to pick up. The waves have already, the storm surge is already bringing washed most of the beach away. So we're not going to have much beach left in the next few hours as Hurricane Irma makes her presence known. From what I understand, it has moved west, so we're not going to be getting the brunt of it. And that will be coming over there to the West Coast, to our friends over there. I want everybody over the West Coast to batten down their hatches. Get ready. You will persevere. You will survive. Just make the best of what you have. For the people in Miami, if the ones that are staying, I have several Facebook friends there that are staying. There's no question about it. You will persevere. We, as Americans, we will ride it out. We will show the world that you cannot beat Americans down no matter what life throws at us. We will always overcome any and all obstacles. You have people out here taking pictures right now. They are socializing. They are getting their pictures, doing some, there's some children out here. In the day of a hurricane landfall, this is what you see here in sunny South Florida. We know hurricanes better than anybody. This isn't our first rodeo. There it is, last view of Worth Avenue until after the hurricane. We are done as far as that is concerned today. People walking their dogs out here today. The last people are just sitting out here watching the waves as they start to come in here. And as things are going to start deteriorating over the next few hours, it's going to get ugly. We're going to get some high winds. We're going to get a lot of disaster here. We're going to see a lot of trees falling down there. Take a look at this spectacular mansion. He's all set, ready to go. No question about it, as the people here in Palm Beach have already evacuated. They're already gone. So when we're sitting here talking at the Weather Channel about what's going on in Palm Beach, this is a problem right here. This, with all the scaffolding out here, that could be definitely a problem. Flying projectiles, depending on how fast the wind's going to come in as things are going to be taking place. Now, for those of you that are sitting there up north, you can see what's going on here. Everything is under control. We have Governor Scott. He has already orchestrated everything. FEMA's already been activated. We've got everything. Now, the other thing, we're talking about FP&L power. When you're talking about FP&L power, we're talking about 10 million people without electricity. We're talking about a disaster insofar as after the hurricane goes, if it blows out the FP&L grid. Not the underground wiring, but the actual grid itself. It could take weeks. Not to just repair it, but to rebuild it. They already got their people together. They already know what they got to do. They got the parts ready to go, but it still could take weeks for 10 million people to get electricity back into right here in the Palm Beach County area. So we're looking at a lot of customers without electricity. All right, and without electricity, you don't have air conditioning. Without air conditioning in 96-degree weather, you're going to cook for 2 weeks in your place. So, you know what? For everybody that headed up north, if your power goes out, I don't know if it's that bad, you're not going to be able to fly back. Your place may get mold in there. If you get a little bit of water, the heat, the humidity is going to be catastrophic insofar as not only the initial landfall, but the after effects. So you know what? We all have to look at that. We have to make our decisions as to what we're going to do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pan back around here. We're getting a little bit of sun, but the wind is... Corey, Mr. Sunshine's coming to you live right here on South Ocean Boulevard. They haven't shut the... they're planning on shutting the island down at 3 o'clock. I just spoke to the police officers. 3 o'clock, it will be shut down. Nobody will be back off or on the island until after the hurricane. So here we are right here on South Ocean Boulevard. I just did the tour. Corey Platzner, are you right? I believe you're going to ride it out. Corey lives in a spectacular place, so he's like in a bunker there. There's no question about it. When you're talking about my dear friend Corey Platzner, you're talking about one of the best guys going today, one of my dear friends. No question about it. So you know what, Corey, here we are. We're going to sit here. There's William Koch, the richest man in Palm Beach. That's his mansion right there. These houses are directly on the water. As a matter of fact, the storm surge is already coming up, already eroded the beach. It's actually coming up in Palm Beach almost up to the wall. So as the storm surge continues on higher this afternoon, it's going to be over the wall, and it's going to be ugly. There's no question about it. We won't be filming that because you won't be able to be on the road for fear that it's going to flood out. So there it is. There's no question about it. Robert Winton, there's no question. As a matter of fact, we're going to come past Donald Trump's winter White House, the Mar-a-Lago. Built in 1922, the foundation is embedded into the coral seabed. That is a bunker right there. It's got 3 bomb shelters underneath there. It's all tied into the seabed of Palm Beach. So that building there is like a bunker. All right, as the winter White House, Donald Trump's got it all secured up, and things will be taken care of right there. As a matter of fact, we're going to continue our trek down here. We're going to go back down Billionaire Row. We're not going to cross over Southern Boulevard Bridge at this particular point in time, but we're going to head back down. As you can see, we are slowly approaching ground zero as the hours tick by. We're at 10:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Eastern Standard Time here in the United States, here in sunny South Florida, you can see what's going to be happening. A lot of these trees are going to be on the ground. There's going to be a lot of devastation. We're going to have a lot of flooding. As a matter of fact, Ken Griffin's $223 million lot over here, once the rain and the heavy wind is probably going to wash a lot of that beach right down onto this road, which they're going to have to wash off after the hurricane comes. There's no question about it. There it is, $223 million. As a matter of fact, they have bulldozers over there right now. No, there is no bulldozers running. Everybody's shut down here, as you can see. This is going to be a mud pie right here. That's going to be a major mud hole. Once the rain and the wind comes, it's going to probably wash it down here onto South Ocean Boulevard. Right here, you can see more construction going on over here as we continue our journey down Billionaire Road. Now, these homes here, $137 million. $600 million. $223 million. $200 million. You got Rod Stewart here. This is probably about $65 million, okay? This is what you got here on South Ocean Boulevard. A insurance company's worst nightmare, okay? You can't sit there and talk about a hurricane and not talk about the financial devastation as to what it cost living on the island, living on the ocean, living on near the water, no matter where you are, whether it's South Carolina, North Carolina, whether you want to live there right on the water at Daytona Beach, wherever it may be, you're going to have high flood insurance, high liability. As you can see, the ocean is really coming up, it's churning up here as waves are starting to rise. As the storm surge comes, this road will be underwater. The water will come up over this wall. We will see it here on the road. Probably it will be here tonight and tomorrow it will. This house here was going to get a douching. That house is going to get a douching from Hurricane Irma. It's going to wash it out real good. No question about it. The rest of these properties here with the hurricane impact windows, They're going to be susceptible for damage, wind damage. A tree falls down on it, blows through a hurricane window or something like that. So we got a lot to worry about here. There's no question about it. We cannot sit there and not discuss the financial devastation. You can't just talk about human lives. Well, most of the human lives have already left. Unless you're in a concrete bunker and secure, then you're in good shape. If not, you're going to ride it out. And you're going to hope for the best. So you know what? I'm sure the residents all have their insurance agents on speed dial at this point. Lloyd's of London, the citizens that probably not even going to have answer their phone after this. I can guarantee you that. We actually have another police officer. They're out here patrolling in full force. No question about it, as things are taking place right here in sunny South Florida. We got these people out here. Now, police are actually stopping them. They're actually standing out there, which they shouldn't be. And we got this guy sitting out here. No question about it. I actually know that guy. I know him, but I don't want to know him. There's no question about that. But he's the housekeeper at that mansion right there on South Ocean Boulevard. As you can see, the waves are really starting to churn up here. The sun's starting to come out, but as the day begins to deteriorate, there's no question about it. That's right, Lisa. There's no question the insurance companies right now their sphincters have tightened up, okay? All of the insurance agents, their sphincters are like this right now. Because come next week, when the phone calls start coming in, and for all of the idiots, and I'm telling it right now, yesterday after my interview with the Weather Channel discussing as a realtor the financial devastation that you caused from a hurricane, I get all the trolls and all the idiots calling out my name. Well, you know what? If any of you trolling idiots have a house and you don't have insurance and you live here on the ocean, even if you're in a $100,000 condo, all right, you're a total moron if you don't have your insurance man on speed dial. Right now, everybody's got their doctor on one line and they got their insurance man on the other. In case something happens, they call their doctor. After the hurricane, they're on the number with the insurance company. And I'm going to guarantee you right now, if we get a total devastation here, when you call your insurance company, it's going to be saying, the number you have called has been disconnected. Or you're going to hear, hello? Yeah, is this my insurance company? You're going to hear a lot of that, okay? Because when you're talking about $100 million mansions, even though you're a millionaire, you're still going to have to be paid, all right? And that's when times are going to get ugly. So you're not only going to, look at this, we're going to see there, we don't have many iguanas out today, so the iguanas aren't running around today. But as the sun's starting to come out, there's no question about it. As a matter of fact, the police just pulled in. They're going to check par 3. I'm actually going to pan back around here. As you can see, the sun is starting to come out. It's going to be a cloudy day as the time deteriorates here as we go. There's no question about it. As the things deteriorate today, come 3 o'clock, we're going to have a total curfew. You're supposed to be off the streets. So anybody that's out right now, they better get what they need. They better do what they got to do. And be prepared. There's no question about it. It's time now. The main event is here. Mayweather and McGregor, Saturday night. That's the way it went. The main event, it is here. And it's not going away. There's not going to be a cancellation. There isn't going to be a pay-per-view dispute. Hurricane Irma's waiting for nothing, all right? And then we got Hurricane Jose out there. Is that if we're not getting enough from Irma, now we're going to be getting a load of Jose coming in. He's looking for his girlfriend. Well, you know what? Hurricane Irma is coming here looking for sunshine. So you know what, Irma? I specialize in women like you. I specialize, all right? I've had many 500-pound women with their teeth hanging out, drooling at their mouth, saying, where's sunshine? I want a piece of him. Well, I'm right here. I'm not going to hide from you. I'm going to be waiting for Hurricane Irma to come here because sunshine is going to face death He ain't gonna run. He's not gonna hide. He's gonna show as to how it's gonna go down right here. It's gonna be Sunshine, Irma. All right, and then once I get done with Irma, I'm gonna come after Jose. I'm gonna beat up your boyfriend Jose the way I'm gonna beat up on you when you come ashore here tonight and tomorrow. Hey, there he is. There's my buddy right there. He's living over there on South Ocean. He's not going anywhere. He's right here in town. He's gonna be sitting there. That's one of my friends there. He was one of my residents that lived in a condo building where I was on the board of directors. So, you know what? I think what we're going to do, is we're going to go have a little intracoastal chat. I think we're going to have a little intracoastal chat. We're going to go over here. We're going to show you what's going on. As a matter of fact, take a look at this. You want to talk about people here? You want to talk about hurricane? Let's talk about hurricane. Let's talk about everybody looking for a parking space, all right, as they're walking up the Lake Worth Beach. Look at this. This is what it's happening right here. They are all going over to the beach. They're all getting a bird's eye look. As a matter of fact, we have the film crew down there. You've got the film crew right there. They're taking care of business there, no question about it. As I don't know what that was, Fox News or CBS, that I'm not sure. But we're going to come over here and we're going to go sit there on the Intracoastal and see what's really going on. There's no question about it. So as things are taking place here, people are out today. It's still looks like, other than the stores closed, I actually saw a few grocery stores. The Presidente is open there on Lake Worth, on 10th Avenue and Florida Mango. If you're still looking for some food, if you're looking for some last minute supplies, we got the Dollar General open over here. There's no question about it. We got that handling over there. Gasoline is available. There's a few gas stations that are open. They got refilled thanks to Governor Scott. No question about that. As a matter of fact, we're going to actually go back over the bridge and see what's going on over there. There's no question about it. There's a lot of people sitting out here outside. Again, you know, there's no question. Until 3 o'clock when it's mandatory curfew, the rest of everybody is going to be out here enjoying the day. There's actually people out here walking. There's enjoying the day. The sun's starting to come out. The calm before the storm, as you will. The calm before the storm. There it is right there. You don't have to watch the Weather Channel. You don't have to see what's going on. If you're interested in what's happening in Palm Beach County, you can. As a matter of fact, there's people flying. Look at those people. They're out there parasailing. They got their. Look at it. You can see the parasails up there as they're water skiing or surfing out on the ocean. As a matter of fact, I think what we're going to do, there's a traffic jam pulled in here. Everybody's trying to pull in to go get a look at what's going on here. We're going to try to squeeze in, and we're going to walk up to the beach. Even though the beach is closed, we can park the vehicle and go pull in over there. And we'll take a walk up there to the Lake Worth Beach, take a look at the ocean there, and watch those parasailers here for the next, it's almost 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So anybody that from Palm Beach County that has left, that went up north, this is how it's happening right here in sunny South Florida. You can see what's going on today. There's no question about it. As people, this is it. They're out here waiting for the hurricane. They're going to sit here and watch it as it comes ashore. So there's no question about it. People, this is what hurricane, if you want to talk about hurricane preparedness, you don't sit in your house and hide. You don't sit there and suck your thumb. You come out here and watch it until it gets too ugly. Then you got to leave. But in the meantime, everybody else is going to be sitting here, and I'm going to be sitting here too. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to bring it to you live. We're going to show you what's going on here, enjoying the sunny South Florida day. As a matter of fact, we're waiting for this guy to get out of the way here, and we will go. As a matter of fact, if I was the next one, I would have got that front parking. So we will just get over there and make our spot available. And we're running around today. Everything else, Mr. Sunshine's all locked up. Mama Mary's all locked up. So we're all situated there. We don't have to do anything else. We're in good shape. All we're going to do now, have to do is wait. All we have to do is wait for what's happening here, what will be coming. And there's no question about it. As Mr. said, we got a parking space right here. Take a look at that. Fantastic. So let's go on tour. Let's go see what's happening here. I'm actually going to put my, going to keep the microphone in. Let's put the microphone back in. We're going to go take a little walk so we don't have to hear the wind and everything else blowing around. Oh. All right, let's go walk up here.
Lots of cars, we gotta hold our hands. Come on.
As you can see, we even got Porsche 911s out here today. We've got Mustang convertibles. He's running around with a top down, getting some fresh air here. Beautiful Porsche 911 as he's sitting here waiting for a parking spot. No question about it, when you're talking about Floridians, when you're talking about hurricanes, this is what you're looking at. All right, we're not sitting here hiding. We're not sucking our thumbs. We're not scared. This is what it's in. The day of the hurricane, the day of Hurricane Irma and the bands, this is what you're going to get right here. It's like party time, all right? Champagne. Champagne will be flowing today, all right? Caviar. I'm already set. I got my champagne bottles ready to pop. We're going to be sucking down champagne. This is what it's all about here, people. Don't think for a second, all right? Of course it's dangerous. Of course it's deadly. But you know what? You don't sit there. You don't cry. You don't scream. You don't suck your thumb. What you do is you look death in the face and say, you know what? Come and get me. You want a piece of me? Guess what? We're not going to go down. We're going to bring it to you hard. We're going to bring it to you fast. And we're going to bring it to you all night long. That's the way Mr. Sunshine looks at things each and every day. How you doing here? As a matter of fact, as you can see, we've got the rescue units. They're ready to go. The paramedics are already here. They're going to be making sure things are taking place here as we walk the aisle here. Everybody's out here enjoying life. There's no question about it. How you doing, guys?
How you doing?
Now, you know, when you're sitting here looking at the news, whether you're looking at CNN, whether you're looking at the Weather Channel, whatever you're looking, you're always looking at death and destruction. You're talking about everybody being so negative. They're saying, oh, everybody's batting down. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm bringing it to you live right here in Palm Beach County. Even though it's not going to be here for a few more hours, we're still getting a little bit of wind, but you can see how Floridians handle things, all right? It's not all death and destruction, crying, and everybody screaming and hollering. Oh, you gotta see the people up here. You want to talk about a hurricane party? Let's talk about how Floridians handle hurricanes, okay? I've been down here, coming here for 26 years, living here full time for 13, all right? I know it better than anybody when I actually went through a few hurricanes down here, all right? You batten down the hatches, you get your food, and you hope for the best. I'm actually gonna okay, people. If you're watching the news, if you're watching CNN, all right, I'm sure they're not showing you this, all right? No question about it. People are out here. Look at this. We're going to see those. There's the parasailers. All right, there even got people out in the ocean right now. They're out there. And look at that guy. You're going to get a good treat today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Mr. Sunshine coming to you live right here at the beach in Palm Beach where the hurricane is scheduled to come, all right? All right, there you go. Mr. Sunshine coming to you live, Oceanside. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you want to talk about sunny South Florida, if you want to talk about what's really going on in Palm Beach County, we're not at home sucking our thumbs. We're not hiding out. You got people sitting out here on the beach. Look at this. These people are out here having a picnic. You got these parasailers out there. Look at those guys jumping in the water, in the air. As a matter of fact, as the wind takes them up there. Look at that. You want to talk about what's going on? You're not going to see this on CNN. You're not going to see this on Fox News. you're only going to see it here. So long before you think you're going to tell me that the news is telling you the truth, you get a look at this, all right? You can look at it. This is not Photoshop. This isn't something we're making up. This is happening. As a matter of fact, there's people in there swimming. Look at those people out there in that ocean swimming. You got to be, there's no question. Look at this guy. You want to talk about parasailing out there in a hurricane on the day of arrival? There it is right there, okay? No question about it. People are out here enjoying the life. This is what it's all about here. It's like an event. It's a main event here. We got a hurricane. Forget about Mayweather and McGregor on a Saturday night. We're talking about Hurricane Irma and sunny South Florida. You know what I mean? We're on the marquee today. 3 o'clock, we're going to be mandatory curfew. But right now, this is what's happening here. Now, you know, we could sit here and talking about, let me tell you something, Jay. As my Facebook friends are around the world right now, we're bringing it to you live. We got people sitting out here enjoying this fantastic day. I'm sitting here looking at this, styling and profiling, looking as only I can look. And from my friends from Germany watching, from my friends over there in Austria, Germany, there's no question we're going to bring it to you live right here each and every day. You know what, Mito? There's no question. You can talk about the CNN certified Nazi network. All right, you want to talk about fake news, you just go turn on CNN. You can come here to the Mr. Sunshine Show and see what's really going on, okay? Now you tell me, do these people really think they're worried about what's coming here today? No, look at this. We got a few hundred people down here, no question about it. And as we're sitting here enjoying a fantastic day, everybody's taking pictures. We got dogs down here. Look, we got dogs on the beach down here. No question about it. This is what's really going on. As we're sitting here styling and profiling, you can see the guys parasailing out there. All right, tell me what you're looking at isn't what's really happening here, okay? Kids on the beach, the parents are out here. Look, you got little kids running that iPhone better than I am, okay? That little kid's taking better pictures. He's going to be the next Mr. Sunshine, I can tell you that right now. There you go. You got people out here. You got the birds out here, people swimming in the ocean on the day of a hurricane. Now, if you're thinking about it, Jay, let me tell you something, Jay. Mr. Sunshine's bringing it to you live. As a matter of fact, my dear friend from Bavaria, Germany, Kathy, you're coming out of Tennessee over there. We got Robert Whitten out of Kentucky. No question about it. We got a little bit of wind. We got some waves coming in. This is what, now it's going to deteriorate. There's no question about it. It's going to get ugly. But right now, it's party time. As a matter of fact, you guys got a bottle of champagne? We had to pop some champagne. We had to drink some champagne. You know, can I put you on? We're worldwide. Can I put you on here? What's going on, Big Daddy? How you doing? What's going on here? You live down here in sunny South Florida?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to ride it out just with me and Miss Sunshine, right?
Yeah.
No question about it. You know, you're not going to sit home, suck your thumb, and cry. No, you're going to be out here. Look at this. This is how it goes. Me and my, what's your first name?
Nelson.
Nelson? What's going on today? Tell the whole world. We got people from Germany, Australia, having a good time down here. There's no question about it. You understand what I'm talking about? You can come down here. This guy, he's ready for champagne. I got some caviar getting ready to go, and we're going to sit here and have a party. There's no question about it. So you know what? For everybody that holds up, everybody that's scared, everybody that thinks going on, I'm bringing it to you live. There's no question about it. All right, as things deteriorate, but in the meantime, Oceanside right here and Lake Worth Beach, this is what's really happening. So no question about it. Here it is. We're actually it's closed at 12 o'clock today. The beach will be closed by 12 o'clock, but in the meantime, look at this. This guy down here is doing Tai Chi. He's meditating. We got a guy meditating right there. Look at that. He's right there in the water with his hands on his head. He's meditating in the ocean, okay? Maybe I ought to go down there and baptize him. I can go down there as a minister, and as a self-ordained minister, I'll go down and baptize him right there in the ocean right now as we speak. No question about it. Look at him. He's doing his Tai Chi. He's doing his whatever. Look, he's praying down there. He's down in the sand. Look, there it is right there. You're never going to see this again. Now, you can see those little tied off areas. If you could look closely, those are turtle nests. The turtle nests are all up and down the beach. As that water starts to come up here, as the storm surge arrives, it's going to get, those are going to be washed away. So those turtles are going to have an unfortunate death, as you will. They're not going to survive if the water comes up and washes their eggs out of that nest. As a matter of fact, you can see the parasailers out here again. They're getting closer, and as he knows how to run that thing, there's no question about it. He's riding the storm. That guy is Jim Morrison out there as he's riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this world we're born, into this world we're thrown. There it is right there. You want to talk about Jim Morrison? He's riding the waves, all right? He doesn't have a care in the world as long as the wind is blowing and taking him around. As a matter of fact, we got a guy out there. No, that's not a guy. That's that's just a marker out there. They got a marker out there. I don't think anybody. There's a guy swimming in that ocean. Take a look at that. You get a riptide pull you out there, it might not come back. You can see the birds flying around. Wind is starting to pick up now. As you can see, the wind is starting to increase. As a matter of fact, you can see the wind is coming up here. As a matter of fact, the trees, you can see the trees are starting to blow a little harder as more and more people are coming up here to the beach to see what's going on. We got a lot of people up here right now enjoying this spectacular day as it starts to deteriorate. Little children running around. So you know what? We could talk about Jim Hartfield, Valentina, Margie, Nick. Take a look at what's going on here as Mr. Sunshine standing here, styling and profiling in the face of death. We're taking face of death here. I'm going to take Hurricane Irma, and I'm going to take her to school. I'm going to give little Irma an education. All right, you want to come to my town? You're going to be, and I specialize in women like Hurricane Irma. I've had those big 500-600 pound women looking for a shot at me. Well, you know what? It's Saturday night, Irma, and guess what? I got my dance card empty, and I got your name on it. So you know what? You're not going to intimidate me. You're not going to take Mama Mary. You're definitely not going to intimidate the people that are here in Palm Beach, because we got your number already, all right? So bring it on. Come on in. We're waiting for you. There's no question about it. You might be big, you might be bad, but when you're talking about Mr. Sunshine, I specialize in women like you. And you know what, Irma? You come on over here at 3 o'clock or at 4 o'clock. We'll have a little early appetizer with you, all right? We'll ride you all night long. I got no problem. I can run you all night long, and if you want some more of that of Mr. Sunshine, I'll take you into Sunday and into Monday. So you know what? As Mr. Sunshine is known as the 96-hour man, all right, you go ask the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. I'm going to educate you as to why they call Sunshine the 96-hour man, because you know what, ladies? And you can go ask them. I got them sitting there. They've been in the hospital for total physical exhaustion. They've had their feet in salt water trying to get the swelling down because they couldn't get their feet back in that Jimmy Choo or that Chanel shoe. I'm going to take Hurricane Irma right down all night long. Woo! So you know what? That's the way it's going to go down right now. As a matter of fact, there's so much salt air blowing here, I can't even see out of my glasses. The Louis can't even see right now at this particular point in time. But you know what? We're going to sit here. We're going to pan around here. Sandra Morales, this is what is going on. Jose, as you can see, there's no question about it. Kathy Gray, the wind is starting to pick up. I don't know how my voice is. I know this microphone is trying to keep it down. You know what? There's no question about it. As a matter of fact, we have 486 viewers right now. We are live right here in sunny South Florida. We're live here in Palm Beach, right here at the Lake Worth Pier, right here, South Ocean Boulevard. If you watch the video, we want the tour down Worth Avenue. But right now, forget about the Certified Nazi Network. Forget about CNN. Forget about Fox News. Forget about ABC. Forget about Jim Cantor. We're bringing it to you live, Mr. Sunshine, right here in sunny South Florida. So you know what? When you're talking about Hurricane Irma, when you're talking about that big, bad, big, fat woman, all right, that's all dripping wet and ready, well, I'm ready for you, all right? Irma. And you know what? I understand your boyfriend, Jose. I understand your boyfriend, Jose's coming for you too. Well, you know what? When I get done with you, I'm going to take on your boyfriend. That's right. I'm going to bring your boyfriend in here, and I'm going to baby bip him. I might stick him and hit him with an elbow. Whatever you think you're going to dish out to what we're giving you, down here in Palm Beach, Florida, my dear, long before you think you're going to do anything down here, you go tell it to, you don't have to prove it to all of the people around the world. You got to prove it to me. You prove it to me, Hurricane Irma, that you think you're going to take down Mr. Sunshine, because you know what? I specialize in women like you. I specialize in big, fat, ugly, dripping wet women with their mouth open, their fangs hanging out. You think you want a shot at me? Well, you know what? You're going to come here to my town. This is sunny South Florida. This is Palm Beach. And you know what, Irma? Whether it's you or your boyfriend, Jose, I tell you what, you bring your little Hispanic boyfriend over here, because when I get done with you tonight and tomorrow, all right, bring your wind, bring your rain, bring your wind, bring it all, because you know what? We're going to show you exactly how Floridians take care of ugly women like you. And I specialize. I know more about big, fat, ugly women than anybody, all right? I've had them come after me, looking at me saying, you know what? I want a piece of you. Well, you know what? I'm going to take you down. I'm going to show you, Irma, how it's going to go down right here in sunny South Florida. As a matter of fact, take a look at this. So we got a beautiful woman here. What is your name, darling?
Irene.
Irene. Where are you from, Irene?
Jersey.
She's from Jersey. You know what? Where about in New Jersey?
Colorado, New Jersey.
Colorado. I spent a little time there in the attic. What was it? Rahway. I spent some time in Rahway. No, I didn't spend no time in Rahway. Rahway State Prison. All right. She's from New Jersey. Well, I'm from New Jersey. Now, if you from New York? Because I spent a little time from Attica, all right? I went from Rahway to Attica. So you know what? What's going on today? We having a great day today?
Yeah,
are you live?
I'm live.
Were you on
No,
Facebook?
No, I'm alive with you.
You're on live with me. She's in. You know what? Let me tell you something. When you see Mr. Sunshine, Realtor Eddy, you're going to see the most beautiful women. I surround myself with the most beautiful women right here. Right now, we're worldwide. We have 6 million viewers right now. We have 954 people watching us.
Hi,
You want to say, how you doing? Are you going to ride it out with me today? Huh? We're going to ride the storm. We're going to be like Jim Morrison and the Doors. Riders on the storm. Riders on this. There's no question about it when you're sitting here, when you're looking at everybody here. You know, how long you out here for vacation? You live here full time?
I'm here. Well, my daughter lives
Your daughter, and you're going to stay. You're going to ride it out.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm going to be riding it out with her right here, right? You know what? No question about it. Facebook listener audience around the world. We got people in Germany watching, Australia. We got them from the Tokyo, Japan, the United Kingdom. We got them all over the world watching what's going on down here. And you know what? You can watch CNN. You can watch the Certified Nazi Network. You can forget about Fox News. Jim Cantor. I saw, as a matter of fact, I did the live interview on the Weather Channel yesterday. I don't know if you watched it. I was up in Palm Beach. We did the live interview with the Weather Channel. And as always, Sunshine is always styling and profiling. And just like these ladies here, look at this. They're styling and profiling. In the eyes of the hurricane, what do you think? We're going to get some rain. We're going to get some sun. We're not scared. We're not scared. You know what? These women are going to tell that bitch Irma to hit the road, okay?
Yeah.
You know what? You know how those women are. You understand? And then Jose's coming.
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do to Jose? You know what we're going to do to Jose? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do to Jose. Once we get done beating Irma up, we're going to give Hurricane Jose an elbow. Maybe I'm going to give him a chicken wing, all right? Maybe we're going to smack him around a little bit long before you think you're going to come down here to Palm Beach County. Hey, what's going on, buddy? How's it going today? What's your name?
Steve.
Steve, where are you from, Steve?
From here, West Palm.
You're right here in West Palm? Are you scared of what's going on? You know what? We're sitting here having a party right now. You know, there's no question about it. As things deteriorate, me and you both know Hurricane Irma, we're not going to lay down and cry. We're not sucking our thumbs. We're going to bring it to Hurricane Irma the way Mayweather took it to McGregor, to the 10th round TKO. So get ready. We're going to show you what's going on. We're not good. And Jim Cantor, I know you're watching, Jim. I watch you. You know what, Jim? With the money that you're making, go get yourself some nice glasses. Go get yourself some nice shoes, all right? I'm sick of looking at you in that cheap outfit you're wearing. I want you to start styling and profiling. If you're going to go worldwide, at least look presentable. At least look like you're going to be doing something, all right? Instead of standing there like an idiot, talking about the waves. All right, I can sit there and talk about the waves. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm sitting out here using about 200 gigs a month, broadcasting live for the Facebook listener audience around the world. So you know what? We're actually going to bring it down to you again. We're going to talk about what's going on here. Let me tell you something. There's no question about it. This is how it's going to go. If you know what, if anybody thinks Irma's going to come down here and push me or the rest of these people around, I got news for her. As a matter of fact, she's already heading west. She don't want to come here. She doesn't want a piece of what I'm going to dish out to her, because when I give it to her, it's going to give it to her long, I'm going to give it to her hard, and it's going to be all night, right? And in the end, Irma, when she leaves here, she's going to know that she had a shot of Mr. Sunshine right here in Palm Beach, Florida. Because you know what? There's a oldest ride, longest line. When you come down here and ride Space Mountain, you're going to be riding around all night long. And you know what? This is what it's going to go. No question about it, Rena. There's no question. Sherry, let me tell you something, Sherry. We're not getting the hurricane till later on today. I'm going to pan around here. No question about it. As you can see, everybody is out on the beach. You got parasailers. All right, we got parasailing going on out there. We got four guys. Four guys are out there parasailing right now in the ocean. You got people on the beach. Let's talk about this. You want to talk about a hurricane party? Let's talk about what's going on here. All right, we can sit here and talk about it all day long as things are taking place. Now, as things deteriorate today, as you can see, go ahead, tell me how it's going to be. There's no worrying about no funeral. Mr. Sunshine can overcome everything. I've been through more hurricanes than most people down here in sunny South Florida. Been here since 2003, 2004, 2005. We've been through it all. There's no question about it. So you know what? What's going on here, Dwayne? Don't you worry about what's going on. If you want to go watch your news, you go turn on CNN or go watch Jim Cantor. I'm talking about here in Palm Beach, Florida. I'm talking about what's going on right here at about 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all of the people here that are thinking they got a problem, no question about it. You're not paying. This isn't pay-per-view. You're not getting the pay-per-view here. You're watching it live as it's happening. No question about it. We're going to be sitting here styling and profiling. No question about it. Devon, Tracy Marie, there's no question about it. You know, everybody's thinking it's a big deal. Right now, as we speak this morning here on a Saturday, this is what's going on. Leo, I know what's going on here. We got 1,300 viewers right now, and I'm bringing it to you right here live in Palm Beach, Florida. We were just up there, did the tour of Worth Avenue. The Worth Avenue's all shut down, the Rodeo Drive of Beverly Hills, and right now we're here live, Oceanside. People are down here on the beach. We got people out there. Go ahead, people. You want to tell me to be home, sucking my thumb, hiding? This is what it's all about. All right? You got to look at death in the face and say, you know what? We're not going to sit here, cry, kick, and scream. We're going to do what we got to do and make it right to the end. And you know what? As you can see, people are sitting here. More and more people are coming up here to see the ocean. You got people filming over here. What's going on here, buddy? How you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, you having a great day? You want to go live? You want to see what's going on here?
Yeah.
Huh? What's your name? Let's see.
Ben.
Ben? What's going on, Ben?
Just checking out the...
You're checking out? Are you staying down here? Are you living here in Florida?
Yeah.
All right. Is this your first hurricane?
No, we had Matthew.
You had Matthew, too. So he's been around. And how old are you?
13.
You see this? 13 years old. He's sitting here styling and profiling. So don't believe the certified Nazi network, CNN. Don't believe what's going on, because right here, as it's happening in Palm Beach, this is what's going on right now. As a matter of fact, you can see we got over 1,400 viewers right now. We are worldwide. Ben, is there anything you want to say to your friends around the Facebook audience around the world?
Don't go outside during the hurricane.
That's right. Don't go out, even from a 13-year-old. Don't go out during the hurricane. It's no problem coming out here now. You're already hunkered down at home, right?
Yeah.
You got your hurricane shutters on. You got your food. But you're not going to sit in that house all day.
No way.
He's not sitting in the house all day. He's going to be out here until it's time to go. All right? So you know what? Let's talk about it as the wind's starting to pick up. We're going to bring it down here, no question about it. Look at this. This is what it is. Now the wind is starting to pick up. You got the guys out here surfing. They got their boards out here. Look at this. This is what it is. Palm Beach, Florida, live. Not Jim Cantor, not CNN. This is what it is right here in sunny South Florida. So you want to start arguing, you want to start saying, get out of here. Well, guess what? You're going to be telling a hell of a lot of people to get out of here. They're going to tell you what to do. So Hurricane Irma, sunshine is waiting for you. We're here live in Palm Beach, Florida, as things are starting to slowly deteriorate. But there's no question about it. We'll just stay right here because we're out of everybody's way. You can see this. We got beautiful women down here. They're all getting pictures. Before, there's no question about it. Let me tell you something. All right, don't think for a second that sunshine's going to stand out here when it comes at high point. No, we're not. Come on, people. Don't be that stupid. All right, we're going to put a little humor into a natural disaster. If you think that I don't know what's going on, maybe you better go get a mental evaluation. But until the bands start to come, they're not coming till 4 o'clock. If you see, I'm not going to sit at home. I'm not going to hide in my bunker. I'm all secured. We got food, we got water, we got power, we got electric, we got generators. We're ready to go, all right? Just like a Boy Scout, my motto is be prepared. So you know what? Even though they said the cone isn't coming here to Palm Beach, don't think for a second that I'm going to leave. I'm going to continue filming. And once it starts to get ugly, once Hurricane Irma says, sunshine, open the door and let me in, I'm going to sit there and say, guess what? You try busting through those 200-mile-an-hour hurricane shutters. You try coming through those hurricane impact windows. If you can come through those 3-foot thick walls, well, then you got to face me. All right, you can, my building, my condo, Mama Mary, she's all locked up. I'm all locked up. We're waiting. My insurance man is on speed dial because after you leave, I'm going to be on the phone with that insurance man. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you what that insurance man's going to do. He's going to be going, I'm going to say, look, pal, we had some damage. I want to check it. I want it now. I'm going to email you the pictures. I'm going to send you the estimates. You start writing out my check. All right, that's how it's going to go. And you know what? Whether you're Lloyd's of London, whether you're a flood insurance, citizens, forget about citizens. I don't deal with losers. I only deal with the best. And when you're talking about Mr. Sunshine, I'm going to bring you the best. There's no question about it. I see you're down here in Australia. I got friends here from Australia. There's no question about it. All the people here, you know what? I love the haters. I love all of the crybabies out there because I'm proving them wrong that even though it's a catastrophe, Sunshine's not going to sit here and suck his thumb and cry all day long. So you know what? Let's talk about it. This is what's going on here. You want to say the joke? Let's talk about a joke here. Let's talk about all the people out here swimming. Let's talk about the people out there parasailing. Let's talk about all of the people in there swimming during a hurricane as it's incoming here in sunny South Florida. The people in Miami, they're down there in Tampa. We're looking at Sarasota. They're going to get damaged as the hurricane comes up. But you know what? We're not going to hide. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
How are you?
What's going on? You can see what's happening here, people. There's no question about it. Yeah, that's right. We're not going to run. We're not going to hide. Guess what? When it comes to Hurricane Irma, I specialize in women just like her. All right, I've seen it. I've been around that road many a times, whether we had the hurricanes in 3, 4, and 5, where I'm standing out here. As a matter of fact, back in 03 and 4, I was standing out there on the ocean. That was long before we had these kind of phones. We were using the old flip phone, taking pictures as the wind came through at 140 miles an hour as I'm sitting there in a concrete bunker watching it go by. And that was, 13 years ago? Well, guess what? I know a little bit more about hurricanes than most people ever dreamed about. We're going to stand out here until it gets bad. Then we're going to head out. We're going to put the car back over there in the garage. We're going to go back in our bunker, and we're going to start pouring champagne, and we're going to wait for caviar for my girlfriend Irma to arrive, all right? So in the meantime, there's no question about it. We're going to sit here and pan around here each and every day. With over 2,000 viewers right now, we're coming to you live right here in Palm Beach County, Lake Worth Beach, Oceanside, right here. We got parasailers out here. We got people taking pictures. We got everybody up here enjoying life to its fullest. No question about it. So, as you can see, people from all over, they're either vacationing or they're full-time residents. They're not going to sit home. They'll be home this afternoon. That I can guarantee you. There's no question about it. Teddy, no question about it. It's Mr. Sunshine Realtor Eddie's bringing it to you live. As a matter of fact, we were doing the live Weather Channel interview yesterday. Oceanside. Oh, here we go. Take a look at this. Now we're starting to get some storm surge. Now the water is starting to rise. As you can see, look at that. There it is right there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now it's starting to get a little more serious here. Look at that. Oh, as the water came up, we're going to start seeing the storm surge here. We're going to be looking at approximately 10 feet above ground level, about sea level. So where we're standing right now will be the water will be here. Right now, as you can see how that wave came up, it washed all those people back. So there's nothing to fool with, but we're just trying to make it as easy as possible. We know it's a serious situation. We know it's a catastrophic Category 4 and 5 hurricane. We know there's going to be death and destruction. But you know what? We're not going to sit here and cry. We're not going to sit here and worry about the world's coming to an end. We're going to pour champagne. We're going to enjoy life to its fullest right here as the waves start to go. Now, you want to talk about crazy? I personally would not be out there on one of those parasailers. Those are experts. They know how to surf out there better than anybody. All right, but as you can see, I wouldn't be out there in that water swimming either. But as you can see, these guys, they know how to do it. They're riding the waves. They don't have a care in the world right down here. That's right. You know what? I love all those haters out there. I specialize in all of you people from around the world thinking you know what's going on. Well, you know what, pal? I'm standing down here with a few hundred people living it, all right? If you bunch of pussies want to go sit there and hide and sit there, you know, I see this all the time. All right, all you people talk a big game, you're all this, but until you come out here, until you come down here and stand out here before the hurricane approaches, all right, then you come on over here. We'll put you on camera and we'll film you. Until all of you trolls, all you haters, there's no question about it, all right? I know it better than anybody. I don't have 6 million viewers worldwide and about 5,000 videos on the internet. We're going to tell it the way it is. We're going to bring it to you live. I'm not afraid of Hurricane Irma. I specialize in ugliness like that. You want to talk about what's really going on? Let's talk about going on. You watch the news all the time. You'll see what's happening over there. Well, you know what? I'm bringing it to you as it's happening. I'm bringing it to you live. Now, I'm not going to be out here in the eye of the storm. That would be mental evaluation to be standing. I'm not going to tie myself to this railing and film. Number one, my camera's going to go out. Number two, I'm not going to be standing here styling and profiling in a pair of Louis and some sunglasses for the Facebook listener audience around the world. But you know what? Keep talking. I want you all, the haters, everybody doing this and this and that. Guess what? Let me tell you something. Everybody, this is what's really going on down here. I specialize in those haters. As a matter of fact, Mr. Sunshine's about the only one broadcasting live right here as a matter of fact, take a look at this. We got the rain band. There's a storm right out there. That will be, once it starts to rain, then Sunshine's going to be pulling out of here. But we're going to continue broadcasting live until the, right there. You can see the water right there. You can see it. It's starting. They'll be coming ashore here before long, but in the meantime, you got a lot of people standing out here. Don't think for a second, don't think right now that people aren't out here. Look at this, more and more people coming up here. You know what, for all you haters, for all you idiots out there, guess what? There's no question about it. You can sit here and talk all you want. I specialize because all of this comes to an end. All right, while all you idiot trollers, when you go to the bars, when you idiots go to the bars and you're trying to pick up the ladies and you're doing all of this, and you women, you guys know who you are, and you know what? When it's time to put up and you come up short, and you women know what I'm talking about, these idiot guys that come over there talking a big game, and then when it's time to put up, they come up short. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, and you guys know who I'm talking about too. Long before you think you're going to sit here and talk Sunshine down on my feed with 3,000 viewers watching Oceanside, go watch CNN. You don't belong here. You go watch the Weather Channel. You go watch Jim Cantor, because Jim Cantor may be your speed. Maybe he's wearing some cheap raincoat and a cheap pair of shoes. All right, he's not standing out here styling and profiling the way Mr. Sunshine is. There's no question about it. How you doing today? You doing all right? Beautiful day today, huh? Even though we got a hurricane coming Category 5, you know what? We can sit here. We're live. You know what? We're live right here in Palm Beach, Florida. We're live on South Ocean Boulevard. We actually, if you watched the video earlier, we took a tour up South Ocean Boulevard right down to Worth Avenue. We stopped at the Palm Beach Police Department. We spoke to the police officer. So if you're questioning where Mr. Sunshine is, there's the Lake Worth Pier. Let's talk about Mulligan's right here at Lake Worth, okay? Let's talk about Mamma Mia's Pizza over there. You go ask those guys who Mr. Sunshine is here in sunny South Florida. Let's talk about all the people standing in line over here. You want to talk about what's going on? We Floridians know what to do. We're not a bunch of pussies coming out of some other place. This is how it's going to go, no question about it. We know how to handle a hurricane. We're not going to sit and hide. We're not going to be scared. Once it comes, that's a different story. But it's not coming. The first band isn't coming till 4 to 5 o'clock this afternoon. The hurricane is going to be a curfew at 3 o'clock. All right, so before 3 o'clock, we're not going to sit in the house. We're not going to sit in that concrete bunker over there. We're not going to be sitting there sipping champagne until it shows up. All right. So you know what? There's no question about it. There's no, Mr. Sunshine coming out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and out of Detroit, Michigan. All right. We know more about it than anybody. All right. We're not scared. We don't cover up. All of the haters that are doing all of this, go home. Go suck your thumb. Go sit there and cry. Go find your mother and suck on her nipple because you couldn't handle what we're dishing out to you down here. All right, that's the way it's going to go. Now, as you're sitting here, Benny, we're not going to be leaving nothing. We're going to ride it out. As a matter of fact, you can see as the surfers are still out there, you can see the birds are floating around. It's starting to get dark, all right? The things are starting to get dark. The waves are starting to get a little more tense. So you know what? Before long, we're going to be leaving here, all right? The show's going to be over. We're not going to be sitting here like an idiot in the category 4 with 150-mile-an-hour winds with high wind. Hey, how you doing, guys? How you doing, buddy? What's going on? How you doing? All right. We're going to put you live. Is that okay?
All right.
Coming to you live right here in sunny South Florida. What's going on today?
I just enjoying the weather right now.
That's right.
Before the hurricane
That's
comes.
Before the hurricane.
Okay, that's right.
You're not going to sit home and suck your thumb.
Oh, no,
You're not going to
no.
hide.
You
know, I got a lot of people. Look at this. We got 3,000 viewers worldwide. What is your name?
My name is Rosemary.
Is this your daughter?
This
is his daughter here. You know what? You live here full time, right?
Yes,
you didn't run. You're not hiding.
No hiding.
Now you got your bunk. You're all secure.
bunkered down.
You're all bunkered
Generators,
down. Generators
gasoline,
are on. Hurricane
food,
shutters.
water.
You got champagne flowing.
You know it.
You know it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. When you're taking a look at what's going on here. Now, how long you been in South Florida?
Oh, about 30 years.
You know more about hurricanes better than anybody.
That's right.
Now, we know it's a category 4 or 5. We're going to ride it out.
That's right.
That's right. We're not going to run. We're not going to hide. There it is right there, people. He's got, what was your first name?
Fred.
You got Freddie and his daughter Rosie, standing here looking as only she can look. There's no question about it as we're live. Now, we got friends right now from Bavaria, Germany. They're watching from Australia.
All right.
We got them from the United Kingdom. We got them out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Malibu, Philadelphia, Hartford, Connecticut, Miami. The whole Facebook audience around the world is watching. If you got anything you want to say to them, now we know it's a serious issue.
It is serious.
But you know what? We all look at hurricanes. We look at death differently. All right. For me, I look it straight in the face. I'm not going to hide. You're not going to hide.
No hiding.
You're going to bring your wife out here, or your girlfriend, or your daughter, and you're going to enjoy what's happening until it gets to the point where it deteriorates, right?
Exactly.
That's the way it's going to go. And there's how many people? We got a few hundred people out here.
These are our neighbors back
This
there.
is your neighbor? Look at this. Well, you know, wherever you see Mr. Sunshine, you're going to see, what is your name? What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica. Whenever you see me, you're going to see beautiful women. There's no question about it. Oh, we got the, look at this. This is what's going on here. You want to say, how long you been living here?
Where's the beach at?
That's right. Where's the beach at? How long you been down here?
Oh, about all my life.
All your life. So you know more about hurricanes better than anybody. No question about it. So you know what, people? Forget about Jim Cantor. Forget about CNN. Forget about Fox News. We're bringing it to you live. Oceanside in Palm Beach, Florida. We have over 3,000 viewers right now from around the world. If you want to tell anybody, it's a serious issue here.
Sorry.
We're a serious issue. It's a serious issue. All right, we're looking at death here. There could be destruction. But you know what? We're not going to sit here and cry about it. We're not going to sit here and hunker down for 3 days with sucking our thumbs. No, we're going to be out here enjoying the day the best we can because we may not be here tomorrow. So make the best of it. Never put off tomorrow what you can do today. No question about it. So you know what? You can sit there and do all of this. All right? But until you come to Florida, until you stand here on the ocean, until you go live with Mr. Sunshine, and look at this. You want to talk about that? You know, this is how Sunshine runs the day. Beautiful women surrounding, no matter where we are, whether we're at the dance clubs, whether we're down in Miami at the Fountain Blue, whether we're over there at the Colony, or we're standing here in a hurricane waiting for Irma to arrive. And you know what, ladies? I specialize in big, ugly 600-pound women like her. All right? When Hurricane Irma comes to town, I'm going to be the guy waiting for her. And then when Jose comes to town, after I get done with Irma, I'm going to take Jose. I'm going to give him an elbow. Maybe I'm going to give him a chicken wing. Maybe I'm going to bitch slap him around a little bit because you know what? When you come to sunny South Florida, when you come down here, when you've dealt through hurricanes, this man's been here for 30 years. He knows more about hurricanes better than I do. And you got Big John here has been here all his life. So you know what? If you want to do this, all right, until you come down here, until you face it, until you stand here in the wind, all right, keep your mouth closed. All right, go to the bars. Go try to pick up women. And when it's time to put up or shut up, and you come up short on everything else, and you can say, Mr. Sunshine has brought it to you live. When I walk in, we don't have to do any of this, all right? We've already walked in there styling and profiling and ready to dance all night long. And whether I'm dancing at the Colony, whether we're dancing at the Fountain Blue, or we're going to be dancing with Irma tonight, all right, it's going to get ugly. You don't think I know that? I know it better than anybody. But right now, as Mr. Sunshine's facing death in the face, there's no use crying about it. You sit here and you bring it time all night long. That's the way it's going to go. This is what's happening. Well, you know what? You can sit here and talk it. You live life to its fullest. You never know when life's going to end. So you know what? And I told you, long before you think, there's only one way that I'm going out. There's only one way that I'm going out in life, okay? The only way Sunshine's checking out, it's not with a hurricane, it's not with a car wreck, it's not with a motorcycle. It's either on top or below a beautiful woman. That's the only way I'm going. On top or below a beautiful woman. And as I'm sitting there taking care of business, and she's going, whoo, 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 and I'm going, whoa, all night long, that's the only way that I'm going to go out. So you know what? You bet, and you go ask anybody. You go check out my Facebook friends. Go call those girls, and they will explain it to you. Once you got a ride with Mr. Sunshine, everything else is only second rate. So you know what? You come on down here. We're going to be, you know what? Let me tell you something, pal. As you're sitting here watching what's going on here, as the day is deteriorating, as the weather is starting to deteriorate, we got a lot of people standing out here Oceanside. All right, you're not getting this through Jim Cantor. You're not getting this from CNN. You're not getting this anywhere. You're only going to get it live right here as Mr. Sunshine's bringing it to you. Now, once the hurricane comes, come 4 o'clock, the bands start arriving. 5 o'clock, it will start getting stronger into the night. I will be filming from the window, from the hurricane impact window outside. You're going to see as the storm comes through. You're going to be seeing the winds as they increase. You're going to be seeing a lot because you're going to see a lot of tree movement. You're going to see things flying in the air, and we're going to film it for you live. And you know what? Whether you like it or not, learn to live with it, love it or hate it, the fact of the matter is in America, we persevere. We don't back down from nothing. You go ask the rest of the world when you're talking about the Americans, we don't sit down or crawl or beg for nothing. We come in there. Go ask Saddam Hussein. Go ask Osama bin Laden. You get out of line, we come right over there, we drop in, and we kick your door in, and we drag you out, put a bullet in your head, and you're out of the door. Go ask Saddam. We find you down in a spider hole, pull your dumb ass out, and then you're going to be tried. So when it comes to the Americans, intestinal fortitude, hardcore. As a matter of fact, as the wind's starting to blow up here, we're going to sit here, no question about it, Susan Day, Claudette Fix. We got all our Facebook friends from around the world. As you can see, we have 3,200 video live people watching right now. Take a look at what Hurricane Irma, as its impending doom, is doing. We still have several hours to go. We got people out there swimming. You got people swimming out there in that waves over there. You can see that. You got more people surfing. They actually got surfers out here as the storm surge rises. As we get up to about 10 feet, we're estimated at 10 feet storm surge. That water will be up here on the railing. That beach will be gone, all right, all throughout the whole coast. At a 10-foot storm surge, and then with the waves, we'll be looking at probably 20 to 30-foot waves on top of a 10-foot storm surge. We may lose that pier. We actually lost the pier there back in 2003 or 4, I do believe. Half of that pier disappeared. It was gone. They actually rebuilt it, and now it's a heavier concrete reinforced bunker on that pier. Nobody's out on that pier today, that I can guarantee. No, as a matter of fact, there is people on that pier. If you look out there right at the very end, there's people standing out there on that pier. Now, I wouldn't be out there, all right? There's a limit to what Mr. Sunshine's going to be bringing it to you. But as you see right now, all right, you can go turn on your CNN, go turn on your Fox News, go see what's going on. I'm showing it to you as it's happening live, all right? So there's no question about it. We don't, look, when the train or the plane departure time is 5 o'clock, all right? You don't go sit in there at the train station 6 hours before. You don't sit there and wait, all right? Don't be that stupid. We're still at 6 hours to go before things start getting sick. Look at this. I want to talk about pictures here. These people have been living here all their life. They know more about hurricanes than I do, and I know just about everything there is. Get yourself a shelter. If you're in a concrete bunker, if you're hurricane rated, all right, put your shutters on. If you got hurricane impact windows, at least cover them up, because even at 150 mile an hour, it may crack, all right? Have yourself some food. Have yourself some water. Don't wait for the government to take care of you, because once the storm surge comes, they're not going to risk their lives to pull your dumb ass out. So you know what? If you're safe, you're secure, you batten down the hatches. If you want to leave, you leave. You get up and you pack up, you lock your doors, you head up north. All right, the storm surge is going to come up to Georgia. It's going to come up through South Carolina. So you better travel further inland, all right, maybe up to Michigan or maybe over to Wisconsin, all right? And then once the hurricane comes, God forbid your place gets destroyed, all right, now it's going to be a total loss. Many of them don't have flood insurance down here because, number one, you can't get it. Number two, it's so high you can't afford it. So you know what? You make the best of what you want to do. Sunshine's not scared of nothing. You want to? I'll go walk in the streets of downtown Detroit, all right, and down there on Gratiot in about 6 Mile Road, and I'll be saying how it's going to go down. We're not scared, all right? All right, maybe you babies like this that are talking all of this bullshit and all of this, there's no question about it. I'm spatializing. I'm standing here waiting for the first bands to come in. I'm waiting for Hurricane Irma to show up. All right, once she shows up, I'm leaving. All right, there's no question about it. That's the way it's going to go down. We got everybody. As a matter of fact, we're going to continue, President. No question, this is what's happening. You want to talk about Hurricane Irma? Let's talk about Hurricane Irma. All right, let's talk about what's going on. People out there swimming in that ocean as the storm surge will be coming up to about 10 feet. We got 4,400 viewers right now as we're coming to you live right here in Palm Beach, Florida at the Lake Worth Pier. We're on South Ocean Boulevard. This is Palm Beach County in the state of Florida. Now, as you can see, as a matter of fact, we got more people arriving here. They're not going to sit at home. Look at this. Look at that one. Look at that. You want to talk about, look at that fantastic job doing a handstand there, getting their pictures taken. We got surfers out here getting ready to go surfing. Look at the people. Hey, how you doing? Can I film you real quick? Yeah. What's your name, my friend? Come on over here. We got right now 4,000 viewers watching you live. What is your name?
My name is Tad.
Tad, well, you live down here full time?
Yes, I do.
Yeah? What's going on today? You all prepared for the hurricane?
We are prepared.
You're prepared. You're not afraid of death, right?
Not
You're not afraid of death, okay? We got a lot of people here that are a bunch of crybabies. All right, now, the hurricanes, we're not supposed to get the first bands till about 4 or 5 o'clock today, right?
Right.
It's, what is it, about 11:30 right now?
11:30
We
right
got
now.
5 hours to go. So you know what? These people would be home sucking their thumbs.
Yes.
All right, we're not going to suck our thumbs. We are what's going on down here. Now, if you got anything to say to the entire Facebook audience around the world, what would you tell them? We're here in sunny South Florida.
Yes, we are here in sunny South Florida. I just want to tell everybody there's nothing to worry about. We're all going to be safe. Hurricane Irma is going to be all right. Everybody's going to be all right. So just stay home, stay with your family, and take care of your children. Be safe, everybody.
That's how it goes. You understand what I'm talking about? This man here, the intestinal fortitude, the guts, he faces death, and he's going to smile about it, right? We're not worried about it. If it happens, it happens. If it goes, you go. There's no question about it. We're not going to, you know, if the guys at Normandy, remember the Normandy invasion?
Yeah.
If those guys would have been like some of these Facebook posters, hiding, not getting off that ship, you hit the beaches. As the guns are coming, as the Germans were firing, you jump that beach. Whatever you do, you get right. Isn't that right? That's the way we do it down here in sunny South Florida. And when you're coming to Florida, you're coming to people that know hurricanes better than anybody. We're not, you're no tourist here.
I'm not no
You're no tourist.
I'm not
You've been living in Florida a long time. You know
time.
what's going on. This is how it goes. No question about it. Take it from that man right there, all right? All of you haters, do all of this. Cry until you come down here. Thanks a lot, my friend. You rock. You understand what I'm talking about? So you know what? We can sit. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Carbon tax if they want to diminish the frequency of these.
Well, yeah, there's no no question about it. He's going to go down there and check out the ocean too. As a matter of fact, you can see it right here as we've been filming live all morning long for the impending Hurricane Irma. We're looking at Category 4, Category 5. It actually made a westerly turn, so we're not going to be getting the brunt of it as initially reported. So Palm Beach County will be spared the major brunt of what's happening. In the meantime, we're sitting here oceanside in Palm Beach County, directly on South Ocean Boulevard, right here at the Lake Worth Beach here in Palm Beach. So the oceanfront condos, they are hunkered down. I actually have several friends of mine that have stayed down there. There's no question. That's right. You know what? For all you people that are crying, I bet you, number one, you probably never been down here. All right. Number two, you probably start crying when you watch some movie on television. Grow up. Be a real man. Don't sit there and hide. Don't sit there and cry. You understand? You face death in its face. You can sit there and run, cry, suck your thumb, and cry and sit here and post on Mr. Sunshine's feed. But until you come here, until you stand out here and you forecast live, you go tell these 250, 300 people how you think it should go down. All right, I'll be getting back to my concrete bunker, sitting down sipping champagne tonight and eating caviar and all of the goodness, eating a porterhouse steak with all the fixings. That's how I'm going to ride this out, okay? No question. If the windows blow out, unless it's going to take the whole building down, Sunshine's going to be filming live. So you know what? It is what it is. There's no question about it. There's no question. This is what's going on. There it is right there. Sunshine's not going to cry. We're going to look at it as the water's coming up. The storm surge is starting to get a little bit higher. The waves are starting to come up here a little bit brighter and stronger here. We're going to look at about approximately 10-foot storm surge here in Palm Beach. It may be a little less now that we're not going to get the brunt of it. But there you go. You can see this right here. Parasailers out there. Go tell it to those parasailers. For all you haters out there, for all of you idiots that are sitting there crying like a bunch of babies, sitting there running your mouths, go tell it to those parasailers. All right? Those guys know how to live. They're living as if they're living their last day, and that's what you got to do when you're down in sunny South Florida. Anybody else that's doing a lot of this, go cry. We don't care. It makes no difference to me. You can sit up there wherever you are, if you're over there in Nevada, whether you're over there in Washington State, whatever. It doesn't really matter, because right now, the rest of us in sunny South Florida, as you can see behind me, all of the people here, they're not going to be crying. As a matter of fact, I already got my social security number written on my arm in permanent ink, okay? That's what the mandatory question here. When you're down here, if you're going to write it out, you write your social security number on your arm with permanent ink. In the event you die, they will be able to identify the body. They're also saying put your driver's license, take your driver's license, use some tape. And for women, stick it between your breasts. For the rest of you, stick it up your ass. But don't use Gorilla Tape. Don't use Gorilla Tape, because God forbid when it's over and you got to pull it off, it's going to hurt like hell. All right, so don't use Gorilla Tape. Use duct tape or something that's going to be a little more easier when it comes out. In the event you die, you're going to swell up. That card's going to stay between your ass, and then at least they can identify the body. Now, we've already made our next of kin. We've already had our last will and testament. Mr. Sunshine, as a matter of fact, he has his will. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Do you have, that's Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
Have your Facebook name?
Yeah, Eddy, E-D-D-Y.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me write down my notes.
Yeah, we're filming live right now. We'll put you right now. We got 5,000 viewers at this particular point in time right now. Get on Facebook. You got it?
Yeah, hold on. I don't have Facebook, so...
Oh, get on Facebook, or just type my name in there. E-D-D-Y.
E-D-D-Y.
S-H-I.
S-H-I.
P-E-K.
P-E-K.
Yeah, Mr. Sunshine, Realtor Eddy. We have 6 million viewers, over 5,000 videos on YouTube, and you can see about 13,000 pictures on Instagram.
Your YouTube?
Yep, we're on YouTube too. You can see that. I got about 4,000 videos on there.
Yeah, is it the same name?
Same name. You can find it, subscribe. There you go, right there. You want to say anything else to the Facebook audience around the world?
Oh, it's awesome over here.
That's right.
It's before a hurricane, but
It's awesome, but understand, there you go. For all you haters that are crying, you're talking to a 13-year-old boy here that knows a lot more than you do. There's no question about it. There's no for sure. Any of your friends leave? Did they move out of town?
Yeah, some of my friends leave.
But you stayed.
I'm staying.
You're staying. You're going to ride it out.
Real Floridian.
You're a real Floridian. You understand what I'm talking about? There it goes. No question about it. So you know what? My battery's getting ready to die. You take care now. We'll be seeing you live. There's no question about it. There it is right there. There it is. You can see for the last year, my battery's just about that. We have over 5,000 viewers right now live on Facebook. As a matter of fact, if you go to my YouTube, we have over 4,000 videos there from around the world and 6 million viewers worldwide on all social media. Pick up the phone, 561-693-8636. Mr. Sunshine, Realtor Eddy is coming to you live right here in sunny South Florida. Now, you know, as I see the idiots posting, when you're standing in salt air, when you got the ocean coming around here, you got the salt. I'm actually covered right now in salt, all right? I'm not in a raincoat. I'm not looking like Jim Cantor, all right? We're styling and profiling out here. We got to look good. I'm not going to sit here and look like some Humpty Dumpty wearing some cheap raincoat and a cheap pair of shoes. That doesn't work that way, all right? We're going to sit here, as a matter of fact, we're going to sit here as we're standing here in a hurricane wearing the Louis, making sure things are going to happen. So even if Mr. Sunshine goes down, all right, in the morgue, he's still going to have his Louis on. So don't think for a second that we're going to coming down here in a cheap pair of shoes and some cheap outfit, thinking when I go out, and I told you this, I told you again, I'm going to tell you one more time, the only way Sunshine's going to go is either on top or below a beautiful woman. So you know what? Until that day shows, and I don't know what woman that's going to be, it's going to be an all-night ride. That I can guarantee you. We're not going to be going on Hurricane Irma. We're going to be sitting here with the rest of the Facebook audience and the Floridians here watching as the tide comes in. Now, as a matter of fact, the clouds are starting to roll in now. It's going to get a little dark. Mr. Sunshine's going to wrap it up. We're going to be having mandatory evacuations here. We're actually going to be closing the beach at 12 o'clock. So I don't know what time it is at this particular point in time, but the fact of the matter is at 12 o'clock, they're going to close the beach. As a matter of fact, right now, we're going to show you the last. It's starting to get dark right now. As the sky is starting to darken, we're seeing rain bands further out there in the ocean as they will start coming ashore. So as it's Bahamas are probably getting pounded right now, it's going to be coming here. We're not that far from the Bahamas. As the waves are starting to increase, things are going to start deteriorating. So now, as you can see, the storm surge is coming up. We're showing you live, not CNN, not Fox News, not Jim Cantor, not the Weather Channel. You're live right here with Mr. Sunshine on Sunshine live in Palm Beach, Florida, right here at the Lake Worth Beach. More and more people here. The sun's starting to peek out a little bit, but as you can see, things are starting to deteriorate. It's only going to get worse. This isn't, we're not sitting here making fun. We're not making a joke. This is life and death down here. Everybody looks at death in different eyes. Everybody faces death in a different thing. There's no question about it. Maria, I'm not going to be standing out here in 150 mile an hour wind. That I can show you. No question about it. At 4.94 to almost 5,000 views, there's a big difference in what's going on there. So we know what's going on here in sunny South Florida. Pick up the phone, 561-693-8636. We know what the situation is here. We know it's a life and death situation. We know that better than anybody, all right? But now it's going to be time to wrap it up. It's time to go home. It's time to get into that bunker. I recommend everybody going to be safe, all right? The show is over. We've seen enough tonight. And as it's going to get worse, we'll be filming from inside, outside, the windows, and we'll show you live as to how it's going to be happening. The beach here in Palm Beach, mandatory evacuation at 3 o'clock. They'll be shutting down the island at 3 p.m. Right now at 12 o'clock, they're going to shut down the beach right here, so people are getting ready to leave so we can start preparing for what's going on. We're back up to 5,000 plus people watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I love you haters. If there's one thing I love is the people that love to criticize Mr. Sunshine, because you know what? Whether you like it or not, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be sitting here styling and profiling, broadcasting live as it's happening. Whether you like it or not, nobody's telling you to tune in. Nobody's telling you this isn't pay-per-view. You don't have to sign up. You don't want to watch it, don't watch it. You want to see what's going on. If you want to see how it's happening live in unbiased, up close, impersonal way, well, we're going to show it to you as to how it's going to go down. No question about it. So you know what? You don't worry about my bunker. It's not going anywhere. All right? That's the way it's going to go.